Well, that was super easy. Well, welcome to Talk to Me Tuesday. Hopefully we'll have Joe, but she's having some serious phone issues, as I was telling Amy. And I don't know of your group who turned in their weekly accomplishment sheet. So, okay, Amy did. Anybody else? Okay, so our focus and our goal for our Talk to Me Tuesday is, of course, to review our Moving and Grooving message, and that's generally to give you direction for the week. Sorry, it was a little later than normal. We both had some crazy things happening this weekend with our family, but that's really something to watch as soon as you can on Monday or Tuesday morning, and then really make sure that you're incorporating some of those ideas into your week. If you can't, then make sure you try to implement it into your month. And speaking of that, let's just begin with who here has printed off, hello, Ms. Maggie, who here has printed off their weekly IPA tracking? Oh, no, I can't hear. Okay, so here's a really good habit to get into. If you have not had successes consistently since July 1st with our Star Bar, then I'm going to invite you to get in, just go ahead and print off 12 of these. This will give you enough for the next 3 months. And I know we're talking on Tuesday, but when you sit down to do your weekly accomplishment sheet, you really want to say, okay, what's my commitment for myself and my family for IPAs? And as it says here, a moving on up consultant would be 12 IPAs a week, which is just 3 a day. So being able to say, okay, how can I break that down? And planning your success instead of just hoping it'll happen. And that's the difference between somebody who's actually moving up instead of staying still or going backwards. Okay, so who here had any thoughts or questions on the video that Joe and I made yesterday? Who's watched it? Oh, wonderful. Joan's shaking her head. I don't have you guys muted, so who might want to share some takeaways that they were really able to get?
I will. I did mine, and I realized that, bless you, that if I was just a little bit more focused, I would have been able to do more for my Star Bar. I did, I think, 15 IPOs or so, and that was
Hold on.
I was able to track it, and so that's fine. And I know that if I was a little bit more focused, I would have hit a particular star. So I figured out where I was weaker, which meant that I just need to do more interviews and to meet more faces. So it is helpful because it can make you kind of realize like what you maybe need to do more.
Yes. So Amy, when you figured out what you needed to do more, did it excite you or did it defeat you?
No, it was totally fine. Like because Joe's like, well, how many prizes did you win? And I said, I don't know what your thing is for Star Days. I said, but I said, I didn't earn any charms because I didn't meet the criteria. And she's like, what? Like, I just did it. I said, it's fine. I need to work harder in those areas so that I can be more on target and focused. So yeah, I was not defeated.
Good. So I was hoping you're going to say that because so I do my banking. I do it every Friday, and then I reconcile my Mary Kay weekly accomplishment sheet, and I write myself my paycheck every Sunday. Mm-hmm. But when I sit down and look at my banking on Friday and I go, whoa, maybe I didn't expect some of those bills, or maybe I forgot I had bought some stuff. Sometimes it's like a wake-up call. And the same is true when I sit down and I actually track, where am I at? Hey, Joe, where am I at for my faces? Where am I at for my actual count of wholesale for the year? And it really excites me when I see, guess what? It's doable. I can meet the goal for this month, or I'm actually closer than I thought. So I was hoping you would say that, Amy, because yeah. I think it's most of the time empowering to really pay attention to your numbers. But sometimes it's also a wake-up call that, oh, okay, I haven't been, like you said, paying attention or focused on it, and I can make up the difference. So,
Right.
Hey, Joe, we're so happy you're here.
Hey, I had a hard time getting on because I think you had already jumped on.
Yes, yes. I started and I'm recording.
Okay, yay. Now I can, I'm turning off my phone. Oh, shoot. There. Okay, good. Good.
But now
Hang
we can.
on. Oh my gosh. I've had the crazy day from HE double hockey sticks.
We don't know what that is.
Huh?
We don't know what that word means.
First world problems.
Challenging.
But I have a new iPhone.
Woo!
And it didn't cost me anything. All right, so I missed that. What did you just coach Maggie on? Or
No,
Amy on?
actually, no, I started out with just who had some takeaways from our Monday call, and Amy and Debbie had watched it. I want to say, Joan, you were shaking your head that you had watched it. So Amy just shared a takeaway. Maybe we could keep going to see who else watched it or wants to share a takeaway. Is that okay?
Did y'all like how humorous it was?
Yeah.
So we decided instead of me fussing at you guys, because you guys don't need to be fussed at, it's people who, yeah, it's other people, that I would fuss at Andrea. But
I'm used to it.
So Andrea, I want you to look, see my eyes?
It's too bright. I can't really see.
Oh, fart.
So now today's too bright.
Well, I am really, you guys, you haven't lived until you had Andrea Zajac tell you how to change your makeup. Because she's so good. And I was like, okay, I'll work on it. So, yeah, today I had appointments all day and I had to cancel everything to go and fix my phone. But yeah, I did my eyes the way Andrea said I should do it. I did my eyes like this. Like this.
Yes.
And, you know, when you start doing it, you're like, what street am I working? But it really, you know, and she's like, blend, blend, blend. So I blended. And I did get served at the Apple Store very quickly. And I know it's because of my look and not because of my look. So, yeah. Oh, gosh, Amy's child is on. Okay. So.
You cannot take this as too young.
Oh my gosh, Debbie Walder's on. Debbie, we haven't seen your forehead on Zoom video in a long time. I'm excited you're on. I love your forehead. Hey, Joan, the reason why I didn't post that you had submitted your weekly accomplishments is because it came in another email. So I didn't leave you out. I went back and fixed that. So I'm really proud of you guys. Okay, so you already did some coaching with Amy. Where are we?
No. We were just sharing. We haven't done any coaching. I was asking who had a takeaway from the Monday Moving and Grooving.
All right.
And I know a couple more people had their hands up. So let's just see who else might want to share. Anybody else want to share what they had a takeaway from?
We need to know, you guys. We worked really hard on this.
Debbie's hands up.
A whole 12
I
minutes.
unmuted you, Miss Debbie.
Okay.
I like the whole idea of the market research.
Yes.
I thought that was really cool.
I put it on a Post-it. That means it's important.
I know we talked about it, but you guys, the more I try to tap into groups of people that are not receptive, especially higher, I want to work with women who are in our target market who have the income to purchase our products, but they just might be resistant. If you happen to have any of those kind of groups, doing market research really allows you to listen and build some relationships. So it definitely is worth putting together, whether it's at a clubhouse and you're doing a wine and cheese market research and having people that you really don't know, but getting that connection. You can turn that into, well, next month or next week we're going to actually do sit down facials, or you can and then bring in the Mary Kay products after you've asked them things that they like or don't like for service or products?
When I was at the Apple store, the girl who served me or who came over and helped me, her name was Megan. She was so stinking cute, and I was really hoping I get her. After she was doing all my stuff with my phone, we started kind of chatting, and she goes, "Are you cold?" And I said, "Yeah, it's really cold in here, but you're super thin and you don't have any body fat." And she goes, "Oh, I'm a marathon runner." And so we started chatting as she was doing all my diagnostics. And I said, "You know, let me ask you something. What kind of skincare do you use?" And she goes, "Oh, I only use all natural. I research the companies. I only use European products." And I go, "Really?" And I said, "Would you be open to just a quick education?" And she goes, "Sure." I said, "You really might want to choose to research Mary Kay." She goes, "Oh my gosh, they have been around forever." I said, "And there's a reason why. Because we are amazing." And I started giving her some education, and she said, "Well, I only use all natural, and so I told the whole thing about if it's all natural, you have to keep it in the refrigerator or the freezer. All natural does not have a definition in the United States, and Mary Kay exceeds the European standards, which are the highest standards. You know, I want to invite you, listen how I said this, I want to invite you to do some research. If you really research your supplements and your diet and all the things that you do for running, research your skincare. And here's my card, and I would love to get your opinion, because we're doing a model search right now where you and I could go to Fashion Week, or you could just have a great makeover and have a great time with me and get to hang out with me when I'm not pulling my hair out over my phone." And she was like, "Absolutely." So you guys, you can bring it up wherever you are. But it's not like she walked over and I go, "Oh my gosh, you're so cute. I have to give you my business card." Da, 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 da. No, I let her do her job first. So when you're in stores, when you're in retail stores, when you're doing things with people, let them do their job first and wait for the opening. When you're praying over your business, the opening will come. It's up to you to step in. There's my daughter. It's up to you to step into that opening. Okay? Did you lose the number again?
I forgot about the time change.
She forgot about the time change. Okay. So I was especially thinking, when I was talking to her, I was thinking a lot about Maggie, because Maggie, you have expressed a real desire to want to be able to just talk to people and break out of your box. And so I was thinking, okay, if I were Maggie right now, how would I bring up Mary Kay? And that's what I said. I just said, you know, "Can I ask you, what kind of skincare do you use? You're really pretty." And when she left me after fixing my phone and all, she goes, "By the way, I think you're beautiful." I go, "Well, thank you. I think you're beautiful too." But I was thinking about you, girlfriend, because I know Maggie's been very transparent on these calls, and I mean very vulnerable and very transparent, and allowed us to just go at her. And I know, Amy, you have that. I know, Arlene, you have it. I know we all have it. How do you bring it up? How do you make it part of the natural conversation? You wait for that pocket of time. And it happens. But you got to practice it. And the reason why these words roll off my tongue so easily is because I have done this over and over and over and over again. It takes practice, guys. Any questions? Any comments?
Yeah, I have a comment.
Okay. Well, Joan had her hand up.
Joan, go ahead.
Okay.
Well, like you said, let them do their job. I found that I'm so busy now with Ireland in school and activities, but just the other day, I went by one of the receptionist ladies right there when you go into the elementary school, and I've been saying hi to her, and I just said, by the way, here's the breast cancer sachet, and you could give a couple for the other ladies. And I'm a part-time Mary Kay lady. And she goes, oh, I have this Nutrishine lip gloss, and she's asking me for an order. But I have to bring her some samples because that's been discontinued, the one that she wanted, the Au Naturel.
Well, Joan, you do know that there's product comparisons or product conversions on Product Central. And if you can't find that product, you can always call me because I've been around forever, and I can try to find a match. Or you can call Mary Kay, 1-800-272-9333, and talk to them. And hang on, let me write yes. And that way you can find out the exact conversion. But you guys, anybody you're talking to right now, print off that printable flyer that is on InTouch about our model makeover. Because people are like, oh my gosh. And you're like, and it's not who's a runway model. It's just before and after. And like Andrea said last night, you have to ask them to say things like, oh my gosh, my face is transformed. This is the most amazing product ever. I just love you. I love Mary Kay. I now have a shrine built to my consultant. You know, and that's what gets the judges to notice them. But just to have them post it, and then what I'm doing is I'm taking those before and afters and putting on my independent beauty consultant Facebook page as well, and saying who else wants to jump in. So you know what, guys, put it everywhere. Print off those flyers. They put them on InTouch now, so you don't have to reinvent the wheel. And I also, get this is pretty bold of me. While I was at the Apple store and I was downloading all my data, and the guy was done with me. So Megan had left and a guy had come over, and he's like, okay, I'm just going to finish you up. And it's just downloading all my data. And I have to stay in the Apple store for it to do that because of all the connections. And this man and his two very young teenage daughters were sitting there. They both had problems with their phone, and the guy's trying to help them. And when the dad went over to look at other phones and they're downloading all this data, I looked at the girls and I'm like, hey, I am a consultant with Mary Kay. Do you think you girls and your mom might want to get together with me for model makeovers? And they're like, yes! And I go, here's my card. Give it to your mom when you get home. I'm not like a crazy whack job. Tell your mom I was in the Apple store and I just noticed you two girls. And by the way, tell your dad he needs to call me for all your holiday gifts. And they're like, yes! So I don't know if they'll ever contact me, but that's what you do. That's what we do.
Good. That was good.
We spread sunshine. That's all we do. We just spread sunshine.
You know, that I had a different thought pop up just now, but I gotta tell you guys, hold on, let me show you something.
Don't y'all love her haircut? Tell her how much you love her haircut.
I just got this. What does it say?
Hustle!
Okay, so it lights up and it goes on my wall. But you guys, I think that we have to fall in love with the idea of hustle. And it's not a X-rated kind of thing. We're talking about like really getting out there and building the momentum and blessing so many people that it's like that massive action that gets you off the runway, if you will, think of that analogy. But what Joe just said, you've got to be bold to really take hold of your goals, and God's going to he's going to be there to open those doors. But she said that, and that was really bold. It reminded me when I got here to California, every morning, Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 9 a.m., there's stroller strides right down from my house at the park. So I haven't done it lately, and I need to do this again, but I'll tell you, I took a table, put it in the back of my pink Cadillac. I went and got some juice, and I got muffins, and then I had samplers with a little skincare analysis, and I set up a table with the tablecloth, and I had the food and then the demos right there at the park. So when they were done with their stroller strides, I said, come over and get a little muffin and some juice. And that took a lot of courage. I'm not going to lie. But I said, okay, I got to get out there. I got to get out of my own way. And so sometimes you just have to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, do it. Because otherwise, we constantly say, no, I can't do that. That's too not like me. See, Mary Kay's not like me, blah, 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 which is all baloney. But we're putting these thoughts into our head instead of saying, wait a second, what am I really made of? Maybe I really am an introvert who has extroverted moments. And that's really, really something to get excited about.
Well, and one thing about talking to people when you're out and about is you're probably never going to see them again. The people that I see on a regular basis, I've talked to all of them. And one of the things I'm doing right now with like the ladies I run into at my church a lot and in my Bible study, which that's my church, and then just as I run around town, is I'm saying, you know, oh my gosh, we have to get together for a Chroma Fusion makeover and do a great picture for you to give your significant other or your husband or your boyfriend or whatever, hopefully they don't have both, for Christmas. Because men that were surveyed on Wall Street, executives on Wall Street, and this was done a few years ago, they said, of all these gifts, and they had a list of gifts that you would want from your significant other or your spouse, which is your preference? And it was like 90-something% was a beautiful picture of my wife or a beautiful picture of my wife and children. And, you know, I remember seeing that, and I remember asking Andy, would you want a good picture of me for your desk? And he was like, yeah. And so I took a professional picture of me, not in a gown or not the boudoir thing, which I've never done, but just a good picture for him to put on his desk. And that's what guys want. So you can offer that and add on to it the model makeover, the model search. Now, I want to tell you guys my one frustration with the model search makeover thing is we won't have samples available to us until November 15th, which means if you order it on the 15th, you'll get it like 16th, 17th. So this is what I propose you do. Take the samples that you already have of the colors that are the same, like granite, onyx. There's some comparisons. Oh, I don't have my sheet in front of me. But, you know, do those makeovers, but pick 3 great colors. Look at the Chroma Fusion colors and pick 3 great colors. Order them like today, immediately, and use those 3 colors with a fresh sponge tip applicator that you throw away, and use those 3 colors on your model makeovers. And then the lipsticks haven't changed, and you know, the rest of it you can just look on InTouch at the videos and say, you know, I can put a little bit of cheek color that matches one of these cheek colors. But you know, that's my one frustration, is they launched a model search and we don't even have samples yet. So you're going to have to be innovative and figure this out. Andrea, you're going to say something.
Well, I was going to say it does start November 10 technically, but it's still before, you know, we can order them. But I went to get my phone because, you know, what Joe's taught us, what you focus on grows. So you have to ask yourself, as I did when I was a new consultant, do I want to be moving up and feel proud of myself, or do I want to not achieve what I set out to achieve and regret? And of course, we all know that the heaviness and that feeling of regret is always worse. And so I chose to look and hold on to these thoughts. And this is one thought. I'm going to give you this thought because Kida Keda is a special client that I met when I was in the nursery, not the baby nursery, but I love plants. So I go there for my like special then. I know. It's fun. I love going to a nursery. So I'm in the nursery just having so much fun looking at plants. And this gal walks by who had the cutest stinking hairdo. And I've always used this because I've moved so many times, but I think we all need new hairdos. And so, but I said, okay, you've got the cutest hairdo. Where do you go? And so she just shared with me and she said, wait a second. She went out to a car and got the lady's card and gave it to me. And I just said, thank you. And I went on my way. And you've heard me talk about a pink hug. So this is exactly what I did. I said, thanks. And I left her alone. But I kept her in my eye. Where is she in the store? So
Yeah.
I acted like I wasn't after anybody. I'm not trying to get anybody. I was there for my own purpose. But I purposely found a way to bump into her when nobody else was around. And I said, okay, I keep having you on my heart. God is saying, go back and say hello. My name's Andrea. I'm sort of new here, but I really wanted to ask if you would be willing to give me your feedback of our new microdermabrasion or whatever I said, new charcoal mask. I'm a beauty consultant with Mary Kay. Would you be offended? Well, you can say, oh, I'm so scared. I couldn't do that. Or you could hold on to this thought. It's been almost 2 years that I've known Keda, and we've sat and gotten to know each other during multiple sessions. And I was with her on Saturday. We had a follow-up, and she said to me, she texted me, she said, sorry, I just lost it. She said, I didn't realize we spent almost 3 hours together because we were just talking about everything and catching up. I really appreciate your friendship and kind conversation. I feel blessed to have you in my life. Now, we change lives in Mary Kay, and I believe that Mary Kay is my ministry. So if you were to hold on to that, talking to somebody who you don't know is really nothing more than having a new best friend that is in your life. So you get to ask yourself, what are you going to focus on? Because whatever you focus on is what's going to grow.
Yeah. You know, right now, my focus has really been selling to men. The reason why is because if I can get them to say they want to order a palette for their wife and have it filled, then I can gift them the palette and put a gift certificate inside the palette that says, meet with me after the holidays or during the holidays, and let's choose your colors. So you know, guys, I'll be transparent. I've kind of run out of leads. I've kind of run out of options. My church knows what I do. My gym knows what I do. My circle of influence knows what I do. I want to reach out to some of the men that I've met. And I'm kind of going through the man to get the woman to book. So think about all the men you know. Joan, doctors. They are brilliant on the floor, but they are clueless in gift service. Talk to them about the pillow gift. Do a cute little blurb on a cardstock and say, do you want to be a hero this Christmas? Debbie Walder commented on my talk last Monday about when I talked about how much is it worth to you to be a hero? And you could actually do this now and put it together for Thanksgiving. And then it's a gift certificate. All it is a gift certificate. And a cute little box of Godiva chocolates, which right now, if you guys have a Kohl's, all their Godiva chocolates are 30% off. You can get a cute little box for $7.99 of Godiva chocolates. Put a cute little note on it with a gift certificate, your business card, and he writes a note that says, and you tell him on a Post-it, this is what you say on the note. You are the gift I am thankful for every day of the year. Love, whatever his name is. And you tell him, write this on this note. Here's a blank note. And we empower them to be heroes.
Good.
But we're also empowering ourselves to meet their wives. And if you have a female doctor, you tell her. She's got hours and hours and hours away from her family. She needs to do a pillow gift for her man. Why not? Think outside the box. So I just want to tell you guys real quick, when I was going through DIQ, I had a 4-pound baby at home that could not be left with anyone except for me or my doctor. And my doctor would come over twice a week and I would run out the door and go meet people. You want to talk about sense of urgency? You want to talk about a little bit of self-imposed stress? I remember walking into the video store, and we don't even have video stores anymore. Back then we had video stores. And this super cute girl was checking me out, and I said, oh my gosh, you are so cute. I need to talk to you about Mary Kay. I am a director in qualification, and you would be so cute, and you did such a good job here. I want to talk to you, da-da-da-da. And 24 hours later, she recruited with an $1,800 order because I had a sense of urgency, and I had a window of time this big, and I made it useful. We are procrastinating. We are putting things off. We are not doing it because we think we'll do it tomorrow. Do it now, do it now, do it now. Mary Kay talked about the Din Din Club all the time. Do it now. And, you know, we've talked before about counting down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, do it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, do it. When you see somebody super sharp, Maggie, and you're too shy to talk to them, say 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, do it. Because how many times do you think someone has approached that woman today and said, you are really sharp? I mean, I'm kind of shy, and I'm telling you, you are really sharp. And I'm a beauty consultant with Mary Kay, and I'm looking for women who look just like you to be part of our model makeover and my winter portfolio. Why not? What do you have to lose? And when I'm not dressed in Mary Kay form, when I'm in gym clothes or whatever, I say, normally I don't look like this. I'm incognito today. But I would kick myself all the way home if I didn't offer you my card. You are so stinking cute. Would you be offended if I gave you my card? I'm with Mary Kay, and I would love to enter you in our model makeover search. You guys, the company is giving us the tools right now to approach people everywhere and to get together with our current customers and show them these new colors. I'm just saying. Any comments? Any questions? Anybody's brain on fire? I think I see smoke coming out of Maggie's head. I now see Debbie Walters' brick wall. All right, you guys, let's do it. Let's do this. It's not that hard. And like Andrea and I talked about yesterday on Moving and Grooving, people are going to get together for Thanksgiving with their family, and they are going to get sick of them after a day. Offer your services to take them out of that situation and do makeovers and take selfies. Right, Amy?
Right.
Okay. All right. So on 3, we're all going to say bye, y'all. Andrea, get ready to stop our recording so we don't sound crazy.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Bye, y'all. Good night, y'all. Have a great night.